Welcome back, everyone, to the TCG Rundown. I'm Silver, and today we are talking Lorcana Organized play. Very recently, we got the full update from Ravensburger on what to expect from the set championships. They're setting those up as sort of like our store cup, more competitive store level event, and it's got some awesome prizes in the mix. I'm sure you've seen by now, the graphic's been around for a while, the alt art Enchanted Stitch Surfer promotional card. Each store is only getting 4 of these, and it goes to the top 4 decks or players in the tournament. So if you make top 4, you get a very, very lovely Stitch promo. The champion gets a limited edition playmat of the same art that has champion written across it, so everybody knows you're the boss. And then second place also gets a playmat, but it's not stamped as champion, but it's still really cool art. And frankly, I think I'd almost rather have the one that doesn't say champion on it, just because you get that full playmat's worth of really, really cool art. I love it. Stitch is one of my favorites, so I'm biased in that respect, but it's fun, and I can't wait to see it. I think I said, did I say Carefree Surfer or Rockstar? I think I said the wrong card.
I was editing.
Oh, it's okay. No, it's fine. Can I start over?
Yeah, absolutely.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the TCG Rundown. I'm Silver, and today we are talking Lorcana Organized play. Specifically, we recently, within the last couple days, got the first announcement about what the set championships for each game store actually entail. So, prizes are first and foremost the biggest thing we need to worry about, because let's face it, that's the whole reason we compete, is for the cool shiny stuff, right? We got pins, we got lore counters, and now we have for our set championships, championship specific enchanted promotional cards. So our first set championship features Stitch Rockstar in a alternate art enchanted format. It is super cool looking. I love the art. It's dynamic. It's my favorite character in like all of Disney. So I'm going to be gunning hard for this tournament, and I really hope I don't end up having to judge, because unfortunately this time around there's no official judge program, so there are no judge promos. I will note though, in the announcement for this Into the Inklands set championship, they specifically mentioned that there are no judge promos this time around. That makes me think that moving forward, once we have our official organized play circuit going and we have an official judge program, we're going to be seeing judge promos, and that is really cool. It's always kind of a feel-bad moment when it comes to tournaments that have special prizes like promo cards, playmats, things like that, if you're the judge, because you like judging, you like contributing to the community, you like being an expert in the game, but you don't get to play. It's kind of like being the forever DM in your Dungeons and Dragons game, and judge promos are really a nice reward to give back to the people who make the tournaments happen, make the tournaments work, and kind of organize and educate the community. So kind of a nice little Easter egg there. We might be seeing a judge program soon. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so our set championships. The prize structure is really, really basic. Top 4 get the alt art Enchanted Stitch, and then the top 2 get a limited edition playmat featuring that art. The Champions playmat is going to be stamped champion. So everyone in your LGS or whatever event you go to is going to know you kicked some butt at your LGS tournament. The format is going to be core constructed. So I know there were some rumors going around that for the set championships, you could only use cards in that particular set. That is not true. You can use any cards currently legal in Core Constructed, which is any card printed in first chapter, Rise of the Floodborn, or Into the Inklands. For this Core Constructed, it's going to be 3 games, or best of 3, and 50-minute rounds, your usual best of 3 setup. And it's going to be rounds of Swiss based on the number of people in attendance. You have to have at least 8 players for your store to follow. The instructions are to fire. The instructions are explicit in this. If your store does not have 8 players for their event, they are required to return the kit to Ravensburger. So you want to make sure, friends, with smaller communities, you gotta get 8 people at your event or nobody gets prizes. But so for the smallest group, an 8-player event, it's 3 rounds of Swiss, no top cut. So once your 3 rounds are done, whoever the top 4 players are, they get prizes. For 9 to 16 players, you're looking at 4 rounds of Swiss with a cut to the top 4. For 17 to 32 players, you've got 5 rounds of Swiss with a cut to the top 8. And then for 33 plus players, those really big events, you're looking at 6 rounds of Swiss with a cut to the top 8. That is a long afternoon. I don't know that there are many LGSs out there, at least certainly not in my area, that are going to be boasting 30 plus people for their store championships. But keep an eye out. I'm not going to recommend spiking a smaller LGS's set championship, but that might be your best bet for getting the promo in larger markets. Not gonna lie, that happens in Magic, that happens in Flesh and Blood, every game out there. The smaller communities, you get the people out who have the big competitive decks just out there to win prizes. And there's no shame in that. It's a controversial issue. I know if Andrew were here, we would have a heated argument about it, but it's a fact of TCG life. So judges are required. And this is another interesting sort of note that I saw in the announcement that really makes me hope within the next couple weeks, maybe next month or so, we might see an announcement about an official judge program. They specify that certified judges are recommended but not required. Now, currently, there is no public judge certification program. So the only ones that I know of are for player organized groups, like Lorcana HQ has a judge program for their specific events, but I don't know of a wider sort of program for that. So I'm really excited. I hope that means that maybe in April we will get more information about organized judging, but until then, we can just hold out hope. Now, remember, if you are judging these competitive events, you are not allowed to play in them. So again, judges, I'm sorry, there is no promo for you this time around, but you may be able to work something out with your LGS. Who knows what your TO, your tournament organizer, will do, but sad to say you can't play. And it is competitive rules enforcement, so go back. If you're planning on judging one of these events, read over your play corrections guide. It was updated, I think, in October most recently. It might be getting another update soon. Make sure you understand all of the competitive rule enforcement corrections, because it's going to be a bit different than your typical league night. So set championships are supposed to run from April 19th to 28th. That's about a month away. So you've got a little bit of time to tech those decks. Got some time to pick up the singles you need, do plenty of testing. If anybody has a deck list that they're really hyped to put into play for the set championships, let me know. Drop us a comment. We'd love to see them. Maybe talk about them here, get some play tests in with them. It'd be really neat. So, another fun little announcement we got, and this was a while back, but it's been coming up again lately just because we got all these details about the set championships. The official tournament circuit starts in May with the launch of set 4. So that's Ravensburger's official big ranked organized play event series. There is a North America and a Europe circuit, so you're not going to have to worry necessarily about traveling from Indiana to Paris to compete in something, at least not right off the bat. Who knows what they're going to do for Worlds, but there will be regionals. So regional events, it's pretty common in TCGs. They usually are like a few states in a region. Sometimes they happen at bigger conventions like Star City Games or what have you. There's no word yet on if these are going to be standalone events or if they're going to be folded into existing conventions, or if Disney's going to have some sort of larger Disney event around these tournaments. But from your regionals, the top 4 players qualify for the next round, which is the basically the national championship, the North America or European championship. There are also going to be play-in options at those big events. So even if you don't manage to make top 4 in your regional qualifiers, you do still have a chance to play into the North America Championship or European Championship. There aren't details right now on what those events are going to be or where they're going to be hosted. Again, it's all still pretty vague, still pretty new. But it's exciting to see that we're getting drips and drabs of information, and we are supposed to get more drips and drabs later on in March. So fingers crossed, friends. Keep an eye on Twitter and the official Discord. Now, the World Championships in 2025. It's going to be our first World Championship for Lorcana, and that's all we know about it. It's going to happen in March 2020, or not March of 20. It's going to happen in 2025. Do not come back here and say, "Oh, you said it's going to be in March." No, I misspoke. It's going to be in 2025. They are saying that it's going to be folded into a larger Disney event. I don't know if that means something at the parks. If it means maybe they're going to do it at D23 that year, that would be pretty sweet. But hopefully by then we have our comprehensive rules. Because, hey, Ravensburger, where are my comprehensive rules? Why don't we have them yet? We don't even have a completely updated tournament rule set. It still reads like a beta document. The official play guidelines are still a little convoluted for play correction. Section on rewinding the game, I'm looking at you. But we're hoping that maybe by April, when everything official starts up, things will get released. We'll have all the goodies, and definitely check back because we'll be doing some guides on how to judge and how to make sure you're not breaking the rules. So that is about it for our update on tournament rules and format and organization. Remember, for your set championships, again, it's core constructed. Any legal card from first chapter, Into the Inklands, or Rise of the Floodborn. And you're going to be playing in best of 3 Swiss rounds. Your store must have 8 players or more in order to fire. So again, make sure you get the word out in your community, get people out to play. Check out those prizes. The Stitch, again, so cool. I really hope that, we see more of this unique art in promos and not just the little promo stamped with the funky triangle swoopy generic cards, or the Tink promo that's not a promo that they gave out with Rise of the Floodborn. That really kind of felt bad. that's about it. And now you'll see I've had sitting here this whole time a singular pack of Into the Inklands. I couldn't resist, you know me. I have, especially if I'm left unattended, I have to buy cardboard. So we're going to crack this real fast and see if we get anything good. And there we go. It opens. Okay, so we got Minnie Mouse on the package. All right, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flip it. So we got Cursed Merfolk. Good pick off the top. Stratos. Meh. And a Foil Genie. Meh. Not a great pack in terms of what we need for rares. I don't know that anybody is playing Titans currently. There's a place for it, I guess, in playing for Titans as a typal deck, but who knows? Cursed Merfolk is really great in Emerald Steel and Emerald Amethyst for your 1-drop. It's a 0/1. It's not going to stick around long, but it needs an answer because it's 2 lore, and when it's challenged, they have to discard. So you're ripping a card out of their hand, or they're giving you 2 lore. It's pretty great. The rest of the pack, we've got the Queen, Cloud Kicker. Olympus would be that way. Della Duck, who's pretty good in limited, surprisingly. She's 3/3 with Reckless. She puts in some work, though, at the 2-drop slot. I will find my way. Chosen character of yours gets +2 strength this turn, and they may move to a location for free. Not terrible, actually, for a common. Boss's Orders. Thaddeus E. Clang. My teeth are sharper. Whenever this character quests while at a location, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character. I've got a dream. This is actually pretty cool. I've thought about running this in my Ruby Steel Locations Matter deck. You ready chosen character of yours at a location. They can't quest for the rest of this turn. And you gain lore equal to that location's lore value. What's cool about this is you can theoretically sing it with the same character you're going to ready, and then sing another song or beam something in the face. Whatever you want to do, you can use it after questing with a vulnerable target to ready it, and you gain location equal to the, or lore equal to the location's lore value. I like it. It's an action. It's singable. It's inkable. I just like inkable songs. They're valuable and flexible. And then we've got Flintheart Glomgold. During your turn, this character gains evasive. He's a 3/4, 2 lore. Not terrible for limited. I don't know that I'd slot him into anything in constructed, but hey. And then the really cool reminder cards for the rules. We've got the locations rules and the rules about moving damage. I love these. I wish more games would put reminder cards in their packs. And I like the fact that it doesn't eat up a token slot. It's just extra cardboard in the pack. So that is it for today for the TCG Rundown Lorcana Edition. If you like what you saw, drop us a comment, like us, share, subscribe to the channel. Check out our sibling channels, the TCG, or we are the TCG. Let's try that again. And that's it for today's TCG Rundown Lorcana Edition. I'm Silver, and if you liked what you saw, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and check out our sibling channels, the RPG Rundown, Miniatures Rundown, and Board Games Rundown. Also, check out some of the other game tags and playlists here on the channel. We've got Pokemon now. We've got the new Star Wars game coming in. I think we've got some Magic coming up soon on the roster. So stay tuned. Things are getting pretty busy around here. Thanks, and see you next time.